What if we've been asking the wrong question? It's a question that repeats itself in the back of your mind every time you try to start something new. Ever since we've realized there might be more to this life. Because is this really all there is? Do well in school, get a respectable job, and build something safe? And if that's enough, then why does it feel like something's missing? But it doesn't have to be that way, because you have a choice right now. I know there's that thing you've been putting off, a dream or the version of yourself that you want so bad, but instead of choosing it, you do what everyone told you to do. You play it safe, because that question keeps coming up. So you delay, and suddenly 5 years go by, and a moment of realization hits you. What the hell happened? Every day is a repeat of the last. Come home from work, watch a movie, or scroll on your phone. Repeat these mindless activities just to prepare yourself for work the next day. Weekends are spent relaxing, and you don't even remember when you stopped trying. But you know why? It was that question that kept coming up. What if I fail? But you never stopped to ask yourself the question, what if it actually worked out? But why? Why is failure the first thing that comes to mind whenever we set out to try something new? Because that's what we were conditioned to accept. When we were young, we were told that anything was possible, that you should dream big. But as we get older, the same people tell us it's time to grow up, like dreams are only meant to be for children. Schools used to ask us what we wanted to be when we grew up, and when we did, instead of actually helping us become those things, they expect us to follow the system they put in place. Start teaching us courses that we're not even interested in instead of actual useful information. They expect us to study something we're not even passionate about and integrate ourselves into society the way we were meant to. Family and friends look at you strangely when you tell them this isn't what you want to do. Our brains were rewired to believe that this is normal, backed by a common enemy, reason. But reason is an illusion. And because of this conditioning, you've seen the world through a different lens. You don't perceive things to be in your favor, and that affects nearly everything that you do. You believe that any sort of success outside of the traditional path is unlikely, and because of this, you don't even give yourself a chance. But the more you give in to reason, the less likely it is you will ever start. And you don't actually fear failure, you were just trained to believe that it's the only reasonable outcome. So failure is all you think about. Now imagine if you had the mentality that winning was the only option. You would accomplish so much more because nothing would get in your way. And that's why everyone says you need to be delusional to succeed. You've heard it before. To chase your dreams, you need to be ridiculously delusional. But I don't think that's true. I think we got the concept of delusion all messed up. As people, we kind of associate success with delusion and failure with reason. But delusion isn't believing you'll succeed. I believe delusion is believing you're incapable of succeeding before you've even tried. Why is it delusional to believe that you want to become everything you've dreamed of? The fact that society even labels it as that further proves that we've been conditioned to accept failure. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. We shouldn't just accept that things won't work out. We should do everything we can to make sure they do. Only you know what you're capable of, so what gives other people the right to call you delusional for trying? So what if instead, we operated with the mentality that believing you'd fail is delusional, and the reasonable option was to succeed? Just think for a second. What would you accomplish if you knew that you couldn't fail? The moment you ask, what if I fail? You've already accepted failure as the logical path. So your brain starts scanning for proof. You scroll other people's social medias that only ever show the best aspects of their lives. You look at statistics to further cement your belief in failure, and you never even start. Because why would you start something if you knew you could only fail? But if you shifted the question to what if I succeed, your brain starts scanning differently. You look for more opportunities, more proof you're ahead. Your mind validates whatever you repeatedly tell it. Your perception is so powerful, and you don't even realize it. Because once you unlock this ability to perceive things in your favor, your life becomes fully in your control. It's not as simple as think positively. This is a complete rewiring of your brain. Because once you start asking the question, what if it works out? Over and over, you're training your subconscious to only see the positive outcome. And your subconscious affects nearly everything that you do. The decisions you make, the risks you take, everything even up to the time you wake up. If you're constantly training your subconscious to see the negative, what do you think is going to happen? You're only ever going to do things that won't benefit you, because negative things don't benefit you. It's that simple. It really is, and I wish more people could understand that. I know you can feel it. Your dream life, the freedom, the success, a loving family, whatever it is you're chasing. What if it all came true? You need to believe that it will. Want it so bad that no negative thought even crosses your mind. You need to be ridiculously optimistic. Just move with the intent that things will work out, and you'll notice that things will start working out. Because only you decide how to perceive an outcome. At the end of the day, the way you see things decides how you live. Two people can live the same lives, but a completely different reality. Working the same job, one person could see it as a trap, while the other sees it as temporary fuel. If you get a setback, you could either use that as proof you should quit, or motivation to keep going. In a way, all events are neutral, and you assign the meaning to them. So choose to assign a positive meaning as much as possible. This goes beyond just chasing a dream, but it will help you live a much happier and more fulfilling life. And when you finally decide that it's time to start chasing your dream, remember, there is only one outcome: success. And the best part? You have total control over it. You may not realize it yet, but you have total control over your life, because your perceptions shape your actions, and your mind is the most powerful thing that you have control over. Master control over your mind, and your life will start shaping itself in the way that you want it to. Emotions like stress, sadness, anxiety, doubt only exist if you decide them to. You control how you view things, how things work out, how you react to events. The more you see opportunity, the more opportunities will come your way. You control the outcome of your dreams, your passions, up to everything that you do. Nothing will stop you from success, and I'm telling you now that everything you've ever dreamed of will come true. Everything will work out. Everything is an opportunity. Choose to see the universe in your light. And to start, you just need to stop asking yourself that damn question. What if I fail? Because failure is only reasonable if you stop. Success becomes reasonable if you don't. So from today forward, you ask a different question. And I don't want this to be motivational. I want you to make a decision. On this video, I want you to comment your goal, no matter how small, but don't write it like a wish. Write it like a declaration. Because I want to hear it. I want to hear what you will accomplish, what you will create, the person you will become, and write, I will achieve it. So if you could take one message from this video, understand that you can't control everything that happens, but you control how you think. And that changes everything. So the next time someone tells you that you're being delusional for chasing your dreams, just know that the real delusion is believing you'll fail before you've even tried. Because your life starts to change the moment you stop accepting failure as the outcome. Because success is inevitable. You just need to start asking yourself one question.